children who have been displaced, children who come from refugee populations. However, in development programming, this is a very controversial issue which is not understood properly in the times of implementation. There were a lot of questions about how do you deal with local governments or the national government in terms of promoting national identities or promoting inclusion in education, and also the way that curricula and pedagogies are designed and implemented in those contexts. And it's a difficult and confusing terrain. So I would argue that humanitarian workers or development workers would have to perhaps engage more critically with the process of education and what it involves in order to inform development programming or humanitarian programming, so that education doesn't reproduce the negative face and it contributes to positive social transformation.
Can you give an example maybe of an education system that you've either researched or you're familiar with, where you've seen the politicization of the system, and then maybe ways that people have tried to combat that, or not combat it, but move it in a positive direction as opposed to a negative direction? Is there a system that you're familiar with that you could talk about?
I do a lot of research in Nepal.
Okay.
In Nepal, historically, certain socio-economic groups have benefited immensely from the education system through access as well as by